Are you the person handing out your holiday cards at Christmas dinner? Or ever excuse yourself from gift exchange to go finish wrapping? Or even something less extreme, like being too tired to enjoy the holiday you worked so hard to make special because you were up late finishing it all? Hello, welcome back to the Simply Digital YouTube channel. I'm Kate. In this video, we're going to walk through planning out all of your holiday tasks so you can just absolutely kill it this December. Be on top of it all and leave everyone wondering how you managed to be so prepared, so thoughtful, so effortlessly organized and in the moment. Okay, so let's get started. No doubt you have a ton of stuff you have to do this December. Let's start with a big list of everything you have to do. Everything. Just on a sheet of scrap paper is good for this. I'll get you started with some examples. You're going to need to make your list of Christmas shopping and do the actual shopping and wrapping. Wrapping is fun, done watching a Christmas movie. It's not so fun, done late at night on the 23rd. Do you have kids you want to take to see Santa? You have to figure out when and where you're doing that and actually do it. You might have to book holiday travel, or if people are coming to you, maybe you need to pick up, host, or entertain out-of-town guests. Probably some decorating. Maybe you have certain traditions to do that on a specific day or with special people. Cooking and baking. That probably needs to be done at a specific time, close to when the items will be served or gifted. And with cooking and baking, there's also that prep phase where you list out exactly what you're going to make and make your shopping list. And maybe there's prep you do in advance, like mixing cookie dough or making a food tray to freeze and then thaw out and cook later. And related, if you're hosting a party, you're going to have a whole bunch of things you need to do for that. Even if you're not hosting a party, you might want to clean house to bring in the new year. That probably means having some hours for cleaning at the end of the month, but putting stuff away you can just do now. Holiday cards. If you send these out, you need to pick or take the photo, design the cards, print the cards, address the envelopes, and send them out. And surely there's more that you have to do that I'm not thinking about, or it's just more specific to you. So first you're going to decide if you want to drop anything. Maybe you make one kind of cookie instead of 3. Maybe you convince your family to switch to Secret Santa instead of everyone buying for everyone. If the list you just made is more than you're going to be able to do, then it's better to accept that now and decide early what you're going to cut back. The longer you wait to cut back your plans, the less it becomes your choice what does versus does not get done. All right, next we're going to schedule it all. I'm using Simply Goals and Tasks. Simply Goals and Tasks is the task management app made by Simply.Digital. This is the Simply.Digital YouTube channel that you're watching right now. But it's absolutely the same if you use a paper planner, or if you normally just wing it, you can kind of make your own paper planner. Basically, just make a to-do list for each week, but I don't know, maybe consider a new system for the new year. Okay, so this process for planning a big event like Christmas and New Year's is also completely transferable for planning a wedding or a different holiday, or even a trip or a move. So let's get to it. Now we're going to move all of those tasks from that big list into your task management app or your paper planner or whatever you use to keep your tasks organized. And we're going to work backwards, starting from Christmas itself. What do you need to do on Christmas Day and Christmas Eve and even the 23rd? There's going to be plenty that has to actually be done one of those specific days. And also do New Year's Eve if you also have stuff you need to do then. And next, zoom out one level. What needs to be done that week? For example, you probably want to clean your house that week and probably finish the baking if it can be done a few days ahead. As you put each task into your planner, cross it off the big scrap paper list. Okay, now let's look at it the opposite way. What needs to be done as soon as possible? You're decorating your Christmas cards and your travel plans for sure. Sooner the better on all of those. Put those all into your planner for this week, or even today or tomorrow if that's possible. And next, look for anything that is already set when you do it. I would include parties and times with friends and family. Obviously, these things aren't really tasks, but you just kind of want to block off the time for those things. Those things are more events than tasks, so I normally keep them in my calendar rather than my to-do list. But in December, when I'm so busy, I will also copy them over into my planner so that I know not to put too many tasks into those days. Okay, the last group of tasks on our big list is things that are not urgent or time sensitive, things you can do anytime. These are the ones that are most likely to keep you up half the night Christmas Eve, cursing yourself for not having them already done. So your days are probably already looking pretty full, probably as full as you would normally have them. But December isn't normal. There's more to do than normal. So you either go back to the earlier step and cut more things out, or you do what you have to do in order to be more productive than normal. All right, now's the time to put these remaining non-time sensitive tasks into your planner. And I have 2 pieces of advice for how to pick when to schedule them. 1, when in doubt, go earlier. Stuff always comes up last minute. When it comes to getting stuff done, always better earlier than later. And 2, actually do these non-time sensitive tasks at the time you are picking now. You can leave it a little general at this point, pick a week rather than an exact day. But what you don't want to do is say you're going to do all of it tomorrow, and then tomorrow do maybe one of them and push all the rest to the next day and repeat until it's Christmas and you still have a ton of things not done. Okay, so that is how you plan out a busy month planning for a big event like the December holidays. Some tasks, we only said what week we were going to do them. When that week is about to start, move those tasks into specific days. And then, of course, when that day comes, actually do it. That can be easier said than done, but just remind yourself how great it will be to have it all done. Or if fear motivates you better, remember that next week is just as full as this week. And it's going to be so overwhelming to have to do all of next week's stuff and then some of this week's stuff on top of it. Okay, there you have it. That is how you plan out a busy month leading up to a big event. Besides making you organized, the process of doing this makes you aware of how much you have to do. That awareness is key to staying motivated. And it also helps you make decisions about how many cookies to make. Do you take that overtime shift? Do you ask for some help? Or do you offer to host a last-minute party? We're constantly making decisions about how we spend our time. And just like deciding how we spend our money, we make better decisions when we know how much we have. So we've made our plan to get everything done this December and arrive at the holidays with everything done and making it look effortless because we planned ahead. Okay, that's a wrap. If you found this video helpful, please give a like. And if you'd like to see more from me, please subscribe. Both support this channel and are greatly appreciated. I know you're going to absolutely kill it this December and be rewarded when the festivities start and you're well rested and free to enjoy yourself. Happy holidays and thanks for watching.